YouTube channel. My name is Shada. This is going to be my first video. I will be doing an everyday makeup tutorial. So, I'm going to start. So first, I start off using my e.l.f. poreless putty primer. And so I just get a little dab, put it all on my face. And so then I start with my foundation. But I use a trick on my foundation so my makeup lasts longer. What I do is that I get my Urban Decay setting spray and I spritz on my hand, 3 spritz. And I get my It CC cream and I do a little drop, one pump, and I mix it with my Nars foundation. And I do just like half a pump, and so then I'm gonna mix it all together. And I apply it dotting all over my face. I already did that side because I have to go at my beauty blender, so I'm gonna do the next side. Mix together on my hand and dot on my face, like that. And then I get what's left on my hand with my beauty blender and I blend in. And I get my under eyes too because I don't put on a lot of concealer. And so then I do my forehead. And then I go in with my concealer. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I do a little bit right here, and then at the edge of my eye. And a little bit right here at the edge of my eye. And then I cover whatever acne I have on my forehead. And I do a little bit because I have rosacea kind of on my cheeks. And I do a little bit right there. And I blend out. And I make sure I have enough on my neck too. Foundation. And so then I'm going to go with my powder, and I use the Hourglass translucent powder. I put a little all over my face. Just like a tiny bit. And then I go in with my Marc Jacobs bronzer. And I use my Morphe brush. It's an angled Morphe brush. I tap the excess off. I contour my cheekbones a little bit. And I contour my forehead too. And my jawline. And so for my nose, I kind of squeeze the brush like this and go right under the tip, and then on the sides a little bit, and then down the bridge. And I really like to add a lot of contour to make my nose look smaller than it is. And so what I do to emphasize on the contour, I go with my Kat Von D powder, and I just use a tiny bit, and I'll use a little tiny flat brush, and I'll go right under my cheek contour. And I'll sculpt my contour. And then I do the same thing to the other side. And for my nose, I go along the sides to emphasize my contour. And I do a little dot at the tip of my nose and down the bridge of my nose. I'll add a little bit up here on my forehead acne just to set the makeup a little better. And then I'm going to apply blush. So I use 2 blushes. I first use a matte blush by Pretty Vulgar, and I apply it on the apples of my cheeks, at the top, and on my nose. And so then I'm going to brush away my powder on my nose. And I'm going to add the blush on my nose. I like to add more blush than what I like, so my blush isn't already gone by the time I'm leaving. Like that. And so after my blush, I'll go back in and contour my nose again, but this time I'll use a small brush. And I'll do the tip again, and right here to give myself a little button nose, and down the bridge, and kind of up here to blend it out. And then finish my blush right here. So then I go with this One Wild angled brush, and I will use my Milani blush. It's a baked blush, to add shimmer up here. And I'll do it just right here, just a little bit, and a bit on my nose. And so then I'm gonna wipe off the excess powder I had. And next, I do my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I use my Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. And I only fill in the sparse spaces. I don't fill in my full eyebrow. So I have a sparse space right here. And I'll fill that in. And that's pretty much all I do. Just fill in that one sparse space and blend out my eyebrow. And I'll do a little bit down here to define. And then my next brow. I brush up and I fill in the sparse space at the top right here. And so then I define under my eyebrow too, over here. I'm going to brush upwards to blend. And then I'm going to use my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. And I brush upwards. So then I'm going to do a little bit of eyeshadow. And for eyeshadow, I just use my matte blush and the same brush that I used for my contour on my nose. I'll just dip a little bit And I'll do it at the edge of my eye in the outer corner, just a little bit. So then I'm gonna do my other eye, and that's it for eyeshadow. Next I do my lashes, and I do apply false lashes. I use the Ardell Naked Lashes. They're very, very natural lashes. And I use my duo eyelash adhesive. I don't curl my lashes before applying them because I find it easier if you don't. So that way you only apply them on your lash line and you can get closer. I don't use tweezers, I just use my hand. So now I'm just going to use my eyelash curler and blend my lashes together. And I'm going to do it to the other eye. And so then I'm going to grab my Hourglass Caution mascara. And I will be applying it to my lashes, top and bottom. Okay, then I'm done with lashes. So next what I do, I'm almost done. I use my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector and I apply it on this part on the outside of your nose. I just like the way it looks. It looks like you're highlighted there too, and I just think it looks nice. That's not something other people do, but that's just my personal preference. And so I just blend it with my finger and then on the tip of my nose and down the bridge. And a little bit on my cupid's bow. And a little bit on my chin. I use the Benefit Highbrow to highlight my eyebrows. I just go under and underline them and blend it out. And then I go in with my Becca highlighter and I highlight right here under my eyebrow. I'll highlight a little bit right here above my arch of my eyebrow. So then, after that, I'm going to add a little bit more concealer to cover up anything that I feel like wasn't covered up enough before. So I'm going back in with my Maybelline Fit Me. I'm going to cover this pimple that I have right here, just right there, and then a couple spots on my forehead. So then, that's pretty much it. I lastly go in with my Urban Decay setting spray, and I do a couple spritz. And I don't use any lip products really. Rare if ever, I'll use a little bit of lip liner and I'll kind of just outline the outside of my lip with a really natural color that looks almost the same as my lip color. And so then I'm done. I just use this LA Girl lip liner, and I'll go in with this lip gloss I just got at American Eagle. And so since I've applied my Urban Decay setting spray and it's set, I go back in with my beauty blender and kind of just make sure everything is blended. And so that is my everyday makeup tutorial. That is all that I do, and this is the end of my video. Thank you for watching. Bye.